In 1947, something happened that the United States military never fully explained, and more than 70 years later, it still refuses to die. Pilots saw objects that broke the laws of physics. Radar picked up targets that should not exist. Navy crews tracked things that outperformed every aircraft America had. This is not internet rumor. These are military encounters, documented, reported, and quietly buried. And once you see how far back this goes, you will understand why the truth still makes people uncomfortable. Before we go any further, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Files Unsealed. We dig into real military records, real timelines, and the stories governments prefer stay forgotten. If you're here for surface-level UFO talk, this is not that channel. Stay with us. Everything begins in 1947. June 24th, 1947 to be exact. A private pilot named Kenneth Arnold was flying near Mount Rainier when he saw 9 objects moving at extreme speed. He described their motion as skipping like saucers across water. The press ran with that phrase, flying saucers. The military reacted immediately. Within weeks, reports flooded in from pilots, police officers, and civilians. Then came July 1947, Roswell, New Mexico. The Army first announced it had recovered a flying disc, then retracted the statement and said it was a weather balloon. That reversal set the tone for the next several decades. What most people miss is how quickly the U.S. military took this seriously. In late 1947, the Air Force launched Project Sign. This was not a public relations move. It was a classified intelligence effort to assess whether these objects were foreign technology, natural phenomena, or something else entirely. Internal documents from Project Sign leaned toward a non-human explanation. That conclusion scared leadership. The project was shut down and replaced with Project Grudge, which was designed to explain sightings away. By 1952, the situation escalated. That summer, Washington, D.C. experienced one of the most famous UFO waves in history. On July 19 and July 26th, radar operators at Washington National Airport and Andrews Air Force Base tracked unknown targets, moving at speeds beyond known aircraft. Fighter jets were scrambled. Pilots reported targets vanishing when approached, then reappearing after jets ran low on fuel. This happened over the capital of the United States, not once, but repeatedly. The Air Force publicly blamed temperature inversions. Privately, radar specialists disagreed. That same year, the CIA stepped in. The Robertson Panel was formed in early 1953. Its goal was not discovery. It was control. The panel concluded that UFOs posed no direct threat, but the public reaction to them could be dangerous. From that point on, debunking became policy. This is where ridicule entered the system. Meanwhile, pilots kept seeing things. In November 1957, Lieutenant Colonel Milton Torres was ordered to intercept an unidentified object over the United Kingdom while flying a nuclear-armed F-86. Ground radar tracked a massive object. Torres locked on with radar. Seconds before firing, he was ordered to disengage. The object vanished. He was told never to speak of it. In 1960, a U.S. Air Force radar station in North Dakota tracked an unknown object pacing a nuclear missile during a test. In March 1967, at Malmstrom Air Force Base in Montana, multiple Miniman nuclear missiles went offline while a glowing object hovered near the facility. Former launch officers later confirmed the incident. The Air Force denied it for decades. The Navy was seeing things too. In the early 1960s, sonar operators reported fast-moving underwater objects, now referred to as objects tracked underwater at speeds that submarines could not match. These were not surface reflections. These were solid contacts, moving intelligently. By the late 1960s, Project Blue Book was the official face of UFO investigation. Publicly, it concluded nothing unusual was happening. Privately, its own director, Dr. J. Allen Hynek, admitted that many cases defied explanation. He later became one of the strongest critics of the cover-up. In 1969, Blue Book was shut down. The official reason was lack of evidence. The real reason was loss of control. Sightings did not stop. The military simply stopped talking about them. Fast forward to the 1970s. In 1973, the United States experienced another major UFO wave. Air Force bases, police departments, and civilians across multiple states reported structured craft with lights, silent movement, and extreme maneuverability. The military again claimed nothing significant occurred. Internal memos told a different story. What connects all these cases is not belief, it is consistency. Trained observers, radar confirmation, multiple witnesses, and repeated encounters near military assets, especially nuclear weapons and naval groups. The Navy encounters are especially important. Navy pilots are among the most disciplined observers in the world. When they report something, it matters. Carrier groups reported unknown objects entering restricted airspace, hovering, then accelerating away. These objects showed no visible propulsion, no control surfaces, and no heat signatures. Decades later, the Pentagon would quietly admit that these encounters never stopped. The difference is that now, radar and sensor systems are far more advanced. What pilots saw in 1947, modern systems now record in high fidelity. So why does 1947 matter so much? Because that was the year the policy was set, not discovery. Control. From Project Sign to Blue Book, the pattern is the same. Investigate quietly, publicly, then you protect capability gaps. Avoid panic. This is not about aliens versus skeptics. It is about historical behavior. Governments do not hide things that are meaningless. They hide things that challenge power, control, and certainty. If you have made it this far, you already understand why this topic still matters. Share this video with someone who thinks this is all a modern trend. It is not. It goes back to 1947 and beyond. Drop a comment and tell us which case you think is the most disturbing. Washington, D.C. in 1952. Malmstrom in 1967, or the Navy encounters that never made the news. Your engagement helps Files Unsealed keep digging deeper, and your comments help shape what we uncover next. Stay sharp. History hides in plain sight.